Once, there was a woman who made an unusual decision. For one entire day, she would let go of control. She would allow herself to be completely, unapologetically vulnerable. No armor, no masks, no pretending. Just truth. Not because she wanted attention, not because she had something to prove, but because she needed to remember who she was beneath it all. As the first light of morning broke across the sky, she felt the weight of the world still sitting on her chest. But she also felt something else. The faint whisper of possibility. The hope that maybe being soft didn't mean being broken. Maybe it meant being free. And so, with a trembling breath, she whispered a quiet promise to herself. Today, I will be real. And that's how her journey began. For years, she had been praised for being strong. She was the dependable one, the steady one, the one who always held it together. But behind closed doors, she often crumbled. Alone in silence, she carried the weight of emotions she never shared. Smiling when she was hurting, helping others when she needed help herself. She wore a mask so convincing, even she began to believe it. But the mask was heavy. And over time, it didn't protect her. It isolated her. That day, she realized the mask had served its purpose, but it was time to take it off. Not to expose herself to judgment, but to reclaim connection. Because the real her, the one who laughed too loud, cried too easily, and felt everything deeply, was the version the world actually needed. She didn't need to be perfect. She just needed to be honest. Her first act of vulnerability wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, intentional, brave. She picked up her phone and typed a message to someone she had hurt. No excuses, no defense, just truth. I'm sorry. I should have done better. She stared at the message. Her heart pounded, her fingers trembled. And then, she pressed send. The moment wasn't magic. There was no instant resolution, but it was real. And for the first time in a long time, she felt lighter. Because vulnerability isn't about getting the perfect response. It's about honoring the courage it takes to show up with nothing but your truth. That message wasn't just for the other person. It was for her. A reminder that growth begins where pride ends, and softness begins. Later that day, she did something unthinkable. She shared a personal story publicly, a story she had hidden for years, a time when she had failed and felt deep shame. She had always feared being judged for it, but now she feared staying silent even more, so she told the truth. As her finger hovered over post, she nearly backed out. But she didn't. She hit share, then closed her eyes and breathed, waiting. And soon, the responses came. People thanked her. Some cried. Others said, "I thought I was the only one." In that moment, she realized something powerful. Her story didn't make her unworthy. It made her human. And being human was exactly what someone else needed. The ripple effect of vulnerability is quiet, but unstoppable. That day, as she let her guard down, others did too. Messages from old friends, unexpected kindness from strangers, honest conversations that might never have happened without her bravery. Each small act of truth opened a door to deeper connection, to mutual healing, to understanding. Vulnerability had felt risky, but the reward was clear. It didn't push people away. It pulled them closer. Not everyone responded, not everyone understood, but the people who mattered most leaned in, and that was more than enough. She realized then that being vulnerable doesn't mean everyone will accept you. but it ensures the ones who do are loving you for who you truly are. That evening, as the sun dipped low in the sky, she stepped outside. No distractions, just wind, light, and the sound of her own breath. She walked barefoot through the grass, felt the cool earth under her feet, touched the leaves like she was meeting the world again for the first time. There were no words, just presence. She let go of everything she had held so tightly. The fear of being misunderstood, the shame she had carried for too long, the belief that she had to be invincible. Letting go didn't mean forgetting. It meant forgiving. It meant making peace with the imperfect moments that had shaped her. And in doing so, she felt free. Later that night, she stood in front of the mirror, not to fix her hair, not to criticize what she saw, but to meet herself with soft eyes. There was no mask this time, no forced smile, no performance. Just her, tired, real, and enough. She studied her reflection like it was a long-lost friend. She didn't flinch. She didn't turn away. And for the first time in what felt like forever, she whispered, "I see you." Not in judgment, but in love. This was the woman who had walked through fire, who had softened instead of hardened, who had chosen truth over comfort, and she was still here, still standing, still glowing. The next morning, she didn't feel fixed, but she did feel lighter, more whole, more herself. Her 24-hour challenge had come to an end, but her real journey had just begun. Because vulnerability isn't a one-time act. It's a way of living, of choosing softness again and again, even when it scares you. She had discovered that strength isn't found in perfection. It's found in truth, in courage, in choosing to be human, in all its mess and magic. And now, she offers that same invitation to you. What would happen if you let your guard down for just one day, not to break, but to finally breathe? If this touched something in you, you're not alone. Share your story in the comments. Let's create a space where softness is strength. Be sure to subscribe for more soul-deep stories.